Hi there, John O'Leary again from Horse Problems Australia, and welcome to this week's podcast on a lovely day, 22 degrees. Our day off, but we're taking advantage of the weather. Today I want to talk to you about training horses to stop to seat, to listen to seat. And I'm going to ride 3 of my breakers to do that. And I'm often reminded of how important it is when I watch Mrs. Horse Problems riding horses, and how she gets them to listen to seat and to stop to seat so easily, where I see a lot of people have the problem that they can't trust the horse. And training a horse to stop to seat is all about trust, because if you can't trust the horse, rather than going the big grab, you'll never train them to stop to seat well, and you'll often get the head thrown up and resistance. You'll get the horse having the expectation of ready to be smacked in the teeth by the hands, and really horses are so perceptive that they can feel flies land on them, as you know, and flinch. Well, of course they can feel us break at the hips, use our seat, cease to ride, cease to think about riding, all of these mental things that we can even stop horses with. Now, this is Gainsborough Doniserino, and this is his 6th ride only in his life. He knows nothing. And so I've picked this one to start with so that I can't cheat, and to prove to you, hopefully, that you don't have to cheat either. As well as that, I've got 2 pieces of fishing line here on his bit to make sure I can't cheat, because if I pull too hard they're going to break because it's very thin. And I'm going to try and ride young Sereno here, who is the foal, incidentally, on my website, that was born out of his mother's anus, and you can go and have a look at the photo of that. And 3 years later, here he is, lucky boy. But I'm going to try and trust Sereno to see if he will stop to seat. And the thing about this is that, walk on mate, walk on, is that like the advert about the makeup on TV, it may not happen overnight, but it will happen. And that's the attitude really that one must take when they talk about stop to seat. Because if you ask the young horse with your seat and you trust the young horse, eventually it will stop to seat. And then, process of repetition and trust, you'll get a horse that stops to seat beautifully but won't show resistance, which the dressage judges will mark you down on. So I'll try and trot young Sereno, who's a bit of a drunk, he's a bit of a wobbly, and ask him, whoa, whoa, whoa. Good boy, Sereno. Now I took the energy out of my riding, and even at Sereno's stage of 6 rides only and knowing nothing, he realised that there's something different, and whoa, whoa, whoa. You can use voice commands all you like. Voice commands are a very powerful thing on young horses. Good boy, Sereno. Good boy, Sereno. And better get the wrong diagonal, right diagonal. He's a little bit footsore, this bloke. First set of shoes. Good boy, he's a good boy, Sereno. He's a good boy, Sereno. Yes, he is, he's a lovely boy. Ooh. Ooh. Good boy, Sereno. And although I've only got 6 very thin fishing line here, I am able to still keep his head down in a frame at his stage of his career, But the fact that he's not flying his head up hopefully proves to you that I'm not going the big pull. Incidentally, there he read my mind. I didn't ask him to go then. I was preparing to ask him in my mind, and so he read my mind. And they will also read your mind. This time I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to stop riding. Good boy Sereno. He's a lovely boy Sereno. He's a lovely boy Sereno. He's a film star. Yes he is. No, we're not trotting. Ooh. One rein, stop. Good boy Sereno. Don't fall over wobbly. Okay, so hopefully that gives you some idea of when you get your green horse home, trust it. Don't be frightened that it's going to run away with you. Trust it, and it will happen. And if you continue that policy all the way through the career, your horse will stop better and better and better to seat as you go on. The next one I'm going to ride is the horse that I've been referring to on my website, known as Mr. Buck and Canny Buck. But he's stopped bucking and he's a lovely boy now, and he thinks I'm greater than sliced bread. Hopefully today as well on camera. And we'll see how he stops the seat. He's had now 15, 18 rides. So we'll see the difference. But I won't be having fishing line on him. Okay, see you in a moment. This is Gainsborough Donna Soldato, and he's a bit of a blondie and affectionately known as Mr. Buck on my website. This is one of the best buck jumpers I've ever met. However, he stopped and he loves me and I love him. This horse is going to be a World Cup class horse, an eventing jumping freak, and he's for sale, not officially, but if anyone's interested, let's know. The whole family have been champions and they're all out of World Cup horses. Now, this bloke's had about 15 rides, and just continuing on with our subject of stop to seat, he's doing Travers. Walk on. Walk on. This bloke's just a little bit more progressed. I just want to show you what we expect and what you should expect from your young ones. And heading forward first. He's looking at the gate, this bloke today. He's found the gate. Okay. Woo. Good boy Soldato. Once again, you'll notice that I didn't go for the big grab, and the percentage of people that I see that automatically think that they have to pull on horses' mouths to stop would be well over 50%. Woo. Good boy, good boy. And today's the first day that this young boy's done a canter. Let's see if I can do it from canter. Bit sharp, mate. Get up. Woo. And he's already learning what it means when we take the energy out of our riding. So there you go. Podcast of the week, tip of the week. Trust your horses and rely upon them. Don't think woo, think woo. And you'll end with horses that that do stop for seat, and once they do as young horses, they'll do it for the rest of their career. Okay, see you next week.